Grab your coffee or your cocktail because we're gonna have a quick conversation about how to believe in your business right now. I get it, like things are wild, to say the very least. They're wild. It can feel really hard to work on our businesses right now. It can feel really hard to promote or talk about our businesses right now because it feels like, and there is, so many other things for us to focus on. I've been having the same pep talk with myself, and I work from home all the time. Like, I've worked from home for the last 8 years, so I know all the tricks about how to be productive. I know all the tricks about staying motivated, and honestly don't leave my house that much in general other to go to a workout class or hang out with a friend, which I am missing. I've been having to have this little pep talk with myself about how to believe in my business, and I think it's particularly relevant right in this moment. And so if you're feeling similarly, I think these tips could help you too. This concept of believing in my business, this is not the first time it's come up for me. I come back to this whenever, like it was particularly important when I started my business and I was really pushing forward. And honestly, especially when you're a new entrepreneur, like everything is uncertain anyway. There's no results that are guaranteed at any point of any launch ever. But it's particularly true when you're first starting out. This was really beneficial for me right after losing my dad to melanoma, because I didn't know how to believe in anything in that moment. You know, there are countless other times, but those two moments really stand out. When I was first starting my business, I was looking outside of myself for validation that the path that I was on, the career trajectory I wanted to create for myself, while be it like untraditional at best, because I was 19, was the right one. And instead of trusting myself and trusting my vision, I was looking outside of myself. And especially in my partnership with my husband, who was my then boyfriend, you know, he didn't trust the vision yet because I didn't yet. It was particularly prevalent to me then, and it is right now, that no one can believe in your business more than you do. And that's the first thing I want to highlight. And I think it's a truth that we need to hear right now, but no one is going to believe in your vision more than you. And you don't want them to, right? Because you're the one building it. You're the one creating it. You're the one spending every day of your life in it. So they shouldn't care about it more than you do. Simon Sinek said it best, you know, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, right? And ultimately, they buy what you believe about what you do, right? They buy the possibilities of working with you. They buy what's possible after they take your course or service or program or product and implement it and use it in their daily life. That's what they're buying. You have to be so sold on what you offer. You have to think it's an absolute steal, that anyone who says no to it is crazy. Like, they're not actually crazy because that's rude, but you have to think that it's bonkers for someone to not buy it. I honestly think that that's true now more than ever. You have to believe wholeheartedly, full trust in your vision. Things aren't always certain, especially as an entrepreneur. No launch is guaranteed. We've all had good launches, major life-changing launches, and we've all had bad ones. This also got me thinking about, you know, what happened in the last recession. Now, I didn't run a business at that time, but many of my clients did. And they came out of it very good. They came out of it with more people in their corner, with more people in their communities, and ready to jump to the next level in their business because they stayed focused and they remembered what they believed about what they do. So how do we actually believe in our businesses right now? Truthfully, like, it requires you to trust your vision and to trust your plan. So what that means is you most likely have to look at the plans you had for the year or for the quarter, the goals that you had, everything, and review it and reflect on it and reassess and reevaluate. So Here is the list of questions that I use to help myself uncover my trust in my business and really build that muscle back, especially when things feel uncertain. Each of these questions you're kind of meant to journal on or put in your business plan and just they can all lead you down a rabbit hole, okay? Like, they can all lead you to uncovering different belief systems that you have. Some of them are BS and some of them are real, right? And that's good because it's going to bring all that stuff up to the surface so that you can acknowledge it. A lot of it will help you realize like what's real and what's needed now, and also give you good insight into when you need to reevaluate and what you need to reevaluate along the way of implementing your plan. I would highly recommend that you just start making a list after each question, and I've included them in the caption below so that you can copy and paste them into your note. The first question is, what do you believe about what you do? Now, this question is really more about your clients. Like, what results do they get? What's possible for them when they interact with your service, product, or program? The next question is, what do I believe about my business? What's possible in it? This question is really to help you uncover like what you really think is possible now and long term. What do you stand for? Now more than ever, it's important to understand what our mission and our messages are and what we stand for in our industry. What do my dream clients need right now? This is always an important question to ask, but it's really coming to the surface of all of our businesses. Your dream client is the reason you run your business, other than, of course, your own why. And so it's really important to remember and come back to what they need most from you. And now more than ever, this can feel like a really clarifying exercise. What am I committed to creating? Whether it's programs or services or products or content or community. Like, what are you committed to creating? This could even be income for yourself. What are you committed to finding a way to do? And the last question, which requires you to really plan it out, which is, how will you create those results? These questions really help me to come back to my center, to remember what I believe is possible for my clients, what I believe is possible for me in my life and in my business. And I really hope that they will support you. Okay, so those are all the questions that you can ask yourself to really truly believe in your business right now. It's so important for people to buy into you. You gotta buy into you. You gotta buy into what you're putting out in the world, right? You gotta believe it with your whole heart, your whole body, your whole head. You gotta believe it. And I believe in you. So if this video supported you today, make sure you double tap and click that like button and tell me so that I know, so I can create more content like this. And most importantly, if you know someone who would really benefit from hearing this quick little conversation, make sure you share it with them. Until next time.